Welcome to another episode of Nintendo Ninja News. Welcome to 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 Nintendo Ninja News. I am your host, Chris Tysis, and this is the last video in this room, in the Nintendo Ninja newsroom, and it's sad. Yeah, it's really sad, I guess. In some respects, I'm moving on to a new place now. I've found that new house now, and I have about 3 weeks to go. So I thought that I would close the curtain down on this room and then start packing it up and using it as a packing room. So we decided to sort of, we'll record videos and that in other rooms when there's updates and things like that. You might see a bit of the iPhone stuff happening too, for video wise. But this is it. This is the end of the Nintendo Ninja newsroom, and I don't know how long this NNN show will go for. This special NNN show. Oh, I thought I'd treat myself to some breakers, ones that I used to have when I was a kid. And it's been a long 3.5 years, and I think if you wanted to know what stuff that I've been doing in this room the last 3.5 years, you saw the clip, little short clips of me talking and that. We used to have the headphones at some point. And we didn't even have a normal web camera. It wasn't very good. It was pretty poor. But we used to host a show on the corner here, where I would have the desk here, which wasn't too bad. And it had all the Amiibo cards, all the Amiibo packages on the back of the wall, which was a pretty good idea. People said they didn't mind it. And then we had the show this way. And we had all the bookcases up along where the dartboard is. So that was pretty cool. I think that was probably the most popular format. And then we moved here in the corner, so we could put other stuff here in the corner, which I didn't get to use too much, but I think I will in the new place. It looks very, very nice. And there's been a lot of great memories here with Nintendo Ninja News. And let's see if I can, before I do have a guest. Yes, he has to be here for this last video in the Nintendo Ninja newsroom, because he always comes up and says hello before I go into the history of the room. Oh, it's Whisk. Hello, Whisk. We're going to be moving in the next few weeks. What do you think? Meow. Meow, 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 meow. I gotta eat your paws now. You gonna hop down now? Because Daddy's got a lot of things to go through. Yes. Yeah, alright. No, just... oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Alright. That was a bit weird, but... hop down. Off Ringo. He's gone. He's out of there. So we've done a lot of things, like, let's look at some of the stuff that I have unboxed in the past and shown off. It's pretty hard to actually sort of show off everything that's been unboxed over the years. A lot of the books that I've done, that was really popular on the channel and all that sort of stuff. Amiibos, they were pretty cool. The Charizard one, all the big plushies did really well over the time. He was pretty cool. Pop him there. And the Switch, I think this was the biggest thing to happen to the channel. Not because of the unboxing, but because of all the videos that I could make about the Switch and the reviews and things like that, and the huge amount of games that we have. And not only unboxings, but you know, this room started the whole channel. This is where it started, and unfortunately, this room is going to be demolished. It's going to be turned into rubble, unfortunately, which is a bit sad. It's a bit sad, but I think that's something that, you know, that happens with public housing and things like that. And I will be heading off to the new home now. I've done all sorts of videos doing conventions and then doing the endings here. We've done unboxings, we've done game reviews, we've done lots of live streams. We did a 6-hour Mario Kart stream, which was fun. We've done YouNow. I've written books here. I've done lots of things here in this place, you know, worked and stuff like that. Now I'm back in studies, and it was weird. It wasn't such a bad place here. The unit here was fine, but it was pretty aged, and living around in the series and particularly safe at times. So you never really felt particularly safe when you stepped outside your own door, which wasn't great. And that was something to, you know, I wanted to have a nice safe place, and I think I've gotten everything that I wanted. So, and I will miss this place. I will miss this little room. Whisk is still running around like a nut. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, you don't. Run, 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 run. He's been a bit batty lately, but he'll have a new home as well. So, I want to have a little drink here. Little drink. I think I needed that. So, it's a nice drink. So, I think my favourite memories was putting up the backgrounds and that. And that was always fun. It always took a long time, but it was nice to see it build up over time and change and evolved. And then we got the pictures here and stuff like that. And it's going to be interesting to see what can be done about the new place. Do I just have posters in the background and people are happy with that? I don't know. I mean, there's a few options that I do have, and I have to figure that one out. I have to really try and understand what will be the best setup for the channel. Is it going to be a very small room, which I've got a small second bedroom at this place, which is really cool? Or do I put it in the lounge room and it makes life a little easier? I have some options. I think I might be able to use both desks pretty well. So I'll see what happens. But it is a very exciting time to do the whole move. Now, what's the new place like? I guess we've talked about the history of this room and things like that, and we've done hundreds of videos and things like that. But what's the new place like? And it's very nice. If you've seen on my Facebook and sort of Twitter account, it is it's a brand new place out in the middle of technically nowhere. It's just going to be hard to get around by public transport. That's the problem. But the kitchen is very modern. It's a very nice modern place. You know, I can. It's sort of above commercial stores, which is interesting because it's going to be like an Audi down the bottom, and then across the road is Coles and places like that. So they're well-known stores and things like that. So that's extremely inconvenient for me. I won't have to go that far for shops or for public transport, I guess. So I also have undercover car parking and things like that, which is very cool. And I will also have you know, security stuff and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And there's a lift that goes up and down. So it's all very fancy and nice. And I'm really happy about that. And I think that's something that I've been sort of looking forward to, I guess, sort of doing the move. And that's probably why sometimes the videos have been a little bit funny. I'm trying to experiment doing things out and about because, you know, things will be changing, I suppose. So I'm looking forward to what will happen in the future with the channel. It's going to be exciting. Videos will be a little bit funny over the next couple of weeks, so be warned. That's always going to happen. But with this new place and the old place and stuff like that, I'm gonna miss this joint. I'm gonna miss being in this room, having all the Nintendo things set up, and I'll start to pack them up tonight. And yeah, it's sad. It's a sad thing that's gonna happen, and I'm hoping that things will get a little better. You know, hopefully this new place will be really good. And I have that lucky vibe. It just looks like a really nice polished place. Lots of things, you know, clothes dryer, yay, simple things that I don't have. They'll be able to have. The balcony's much bigger than the old one, which I never really used. So there'll be a lot of positives in my life, but it's still going to take a few months, I think, for me to get into the gist of things, I guess. But I think I've got some ideas and things like that, and some thoughts. So we'll see what will happen with the whole, where do I put the Nintendo Engineers place? So I wonder. I've got some ideas, but I think I know what I can do. So this is it. This is the end of Nintendo Ninja News. For the original room, the little original room that we have, and maybe we will be downsized to a very tiny room, which will be okay, or somewhere else. I don't know where the future lies for the channel's place, but yeah, I am gonna miss this little place and the room, and you know, walking into the Nintendo Engineers room and doing the videos and doing E3. So you know, we've had 3 years of doing E3 here, up to 5 o'clock in the morning doing videos, and then Nintendo Directs as well, and doing all sorts of funny videos with Whisk and stuff like that. So there's been so much content being here. So the Narrabundah era where I lived will always live on, and where I live. So it's going to be exciting, but I think the new place is going to be bigger and better. It's going to have better internet. It's going to have NBN. Which means, yes, I will be able to stream games online with no problems whatsoever. So hopefully the service that I get connected up to is good enough, and we can do that. Yes, I can play games online, and maybe I'll be a Twitch partner. You never know. Everyone's getting a Twitch partnership nowadays. So it might not be so bad. But I'm pretty happy with the way that things are, and I just can't wait to move. Yeah, I think it's time for the big move. So I've rambled on so much, and I do apologize, but it is the last time. So I'm sort of stretching things out a bit, because it is going to be the last video in this room, and with this whole setup here, and I do hope that the next place is even better, and I think it will be. I think it's just going to take a few months for me to just get used to it. I think in the new year, you know, I think here it took me a good 3 to 4 months to sort of get used to it. And I think after the first year, it wasn't so bad. So I think 2019 is going to be a great year. The rest of the year is going to be great with Pokemon games and Super Smash Brothers Ultimate and all the other stuff that's coming out. And I'll be looking forward to it too. So, for the last time in this room, I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to walk out of the room. So, that is it for me. But I won't be seeing you here in this room. I'll see you in a new room somewhere else. I'll see you later on.